Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
What's going on? It's Nichelle, your life transition and business strategist. I hope you are having an absolutely fabulous Tuesday evening. Hope today has been great. Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come in and join me. Today, we are going to talk about your profit and your passion. Hello, I don't even see you, but welcome. Thank you so much for those beautiful, beautiful green hearts. I greatly appreciate you. We're going to talk about profit and passion. As I mentioned, my name is Nichelle Womack, and I am a life transition and business strategist. I teach the dreamers, the aspiring, and the new business owners how to transition in their life from their 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship. I do that by helping you to identify what your passion is, and then we take that passion, we build, expand, and we dominate it, and when we learn how to make a profit from it. From there, we build our own enterprise or your own enterprise. And I do that through inspiration, motivation, and information to help you start, market, and grow into the CEO. If you'd like to learn more about the program that I offer, I actually have a class that's coming up. It's starting on Thursday. That program is filled, but if you would like to get on the next program, you can go to bit.ly/BEA-CEO. And in that program, we talk about everything that it is in relation to business, how to start the business, getting your, if you're going to be designated as an LLC, if you're going to be designated as a corporation, or if you're just going to be a selfpreneur by yourself. So we talk about all those different things, contracts that you need to be aware of, different specifics with just starting out marketing. It really is for that first time person that's jumping out on faith and that's interested in becoming an entrepreneur, whether you are adding on to your additional stream of income, or if you're just seeking, you're sick and tired of that 9 to 5 and you're just ready to do something different. It's for you, that person only. Not nobody that's been in business already, just the newbies. So again, if you want to learn more about that, you can go to bit.ly/BEA-CEO. You also can connect with me at Nichelle Womack on Instagram, where I provide daily motivation and inspiration and some business tips and some fun. I'm also available on Twitter as well. And you can also most definitely all the time catch me at 2excelwithnichelle.com. Alrighty, let's get started because it is Tuesday evening. I'm about to eat dinner. I cooked some, what did I cook? Some chicken with some Asian sesame seed dressing, and I'm going to put vegetables on top of it with some arugula salad. Very healthy. Trying to maintain after this Labor Day hunch, okay? Summertime is over, so you got to get your fall body in shape now. Alrighty? So let's talk about how do you, may I just interrupt and say you are the best? Oh, God bless you. And I think you are the best as well. Thank you so much. You are awesome. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much from the depths of my heart. I greatly appreciate that. Yes. So when your passion is your profit, or when your profit is your passion, when I'm speaking to my clients, when I'm speaking to my students, I enlighten them about these 5 steps. And it took me a second to know, really, because, sometimes you start doing different things and you're excited about it. God bless you. Thank you so much. You are excited about it. You don't mind getting up in the morning, doing your job. You don't mind doing anything. Thank you so much for sharing as well, the seasoned teacher. I greatly appreciate you. We teachers have to stick together. Yes, we do. When I am working with my students, I always try to advise them that, because they say, Miss Womack, we have a difficult time trying to find out what our passion is. And I definitely understand that, because I always knew that I liked meeting people. I loved engaging with people. I loved speaking, and I just love helping people. So I had to try to find something that connected with that passion. And sometimes in life, people have a difficult time doing that. It can be very difficult for you to find out where you sit down and say, thank you again for sharing on Twitter. I greatly appreciate you, seasoned teacher. So we're trying to sit down and you figure out, what am I passionate about? What is it that I want to do? What is it that motivates me so much that I I don't like to say do it for free, but you'll have no problem doing it. That it'll be so exciting for you. So the first thing that I share with my clients is that you have no problem working overtime. See, when you're passionate about something, time is not of the essence. You will continue to work on that. You will continue to build whatever you're passionate about and not even pay attention to the time. I promise you, days go by sometimes where I will not eat throughout the whole day. Now, I must keep you aware that I'm hypoglycemic. What that is, I gotta eat. I have to eat, and I eat small meals throughout the day. But some days I'm so excited that I'm working in my passion of teaching, that I'm working with others, and I see that they are excelling, that they're improving. And I'm like, wow, I forgot to eat. So when you are very passionate about something, as I mentioned, you lose track of time. Time is not even an object. You're so into what you're doing that you don't even want to stop. It's that serious. Yes, it's that serious. You don't even want to stop. So that's number one. When I share with people, when they say, Ms. Womack or Nichelle, how can I figure out what my passion is? That is it. Number one, you have no problem working overtime. And overtime, I promise you, sometimes I'm literally up all night. You know, the other day, I think it was like Wednesday, I probably got 3 hours of sleep because I've been working on something consistently, trying to produce it, and I kept failing at it. And that's okay when you're working on your passion, to fail at things, because in life, we're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're not going to get everything right. But I kept failing at this situation that I've been working on, and I'm like, why isn't it working? So I had to go back through it and pull it apart. I had to put it back together again, and it still wasn't doing what I expected it for it to do. And see, then this one, you got to be bigger than yourself, when you have to go ask for some help. So I went and I asked someone who had done it many times before than I did, and I said, can you please share with me, what am I doing wrong right here? It was a simple task, just a simple task that I had overlooked. But see, I was so busy and passionate in working on it that I missed it. And that's where sometimes you have to ask for help, because people see what you don't. And when other people see it, it really does enable you to work through the process much more effectively. The second thing that I always make people aware is that you are constantly seeking ways to make things better. And that kind of tied into what I just stated. You're constantly trying to make things better. So you may produce something right now, but then your passion in it. You're passionate. I got to improve this. You always see it as not being perfect. You know, and I think that that's what a problem is a lot of times, that we never do things, is because we want it perfect. I know that's my issue. You know, the financial system is an illusion that only keeps us in... Okay, let's stay on task. And I do know that. I do know that if you don't know anything about finances, yeah, it can keep you enslaved. When you are aware of what's going on, you don't stay enslaved, because information is useless if you don't put it into action. It's useless. And so I'm providing information right now. As I recognized it, sometimes you got to ask for help. And so when you are constantly seeking to get better at something, you know, you ask for help for number one, and then you find ways, loopholes in it. You try to find things that are there that people are seeing, not you, because you don't see it, because you're so passionate about it. And you're looking at those things that other people see, and you're figuring out, what can I do to correct this? And so when you're passionate about something, you're always seeking correction in it. And that kind of ties into the next comment that I want to make. And so that's the thing that ties into the next thing I want to make. When we are passionate about something, we don't mind constructive criticism. You know, I was speaking to a couple of students the other day, and, you know, one thing that I appreciate about people, if you're honest with me, I don't like no fluff stuff. You know, be honest with me. Nichelle, this is not working. Or Miss Womack, this is not going to work. Be honest. And when you are so passionate about what you do, sometimes you don't hear it. You don't hear what people are trying to share with you. You don't hear it, and it becomes somewhat obsolete in what you're saying and what you're trying to do, because you think you're right. You think you're right. I know. I'm there all the time. I'm like, I know this is right. So how are you going to come in and tell me it's not? Because you're so passionate about it. But the good thing about those people that are passionate, you know, they don't mind accepting criticism, constructive criticism, if it's a means of correcting something that can be corrected. So that's something else. When your passion turns into your profit, you know, you got to be passionate about something in order to turn it into a profit. I mean, it's so key because your profit comes from your passion. You know, a lot of people, I have friends that are physicians, and my physician friends, MD friends, you know, they're so passionate about, one of my friends is an OB. And she's so passionate about delivering babies. And I'm like, when she tells me some of the stories, I'm like, ew, no, no, there's nothing that I can do about that. And so, but she's passionate about it. And so she loves it. She dives herself into her work. She gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, after only having 2-3 hours of sleep to go deliver a baby. Now, that kind of scares me. Now, you want to be fully awake if you're sitting up there getting ready to deliver a baby, but her passion keeps her up. Her passion keeps her driving. So that's another thing. Constructive criticism, we must be aware of it. We must be able to listen to it. We must be able to digest it. That's key. Being able to digest it and see if this is actually a problem. Okay? If it's actually a problem. The next thing that I want to make you aware of, people who are passionate about their gift, that are passionate about making a profit from their gift, that are passionate about helping people, they get up early and they go to bed late. And that actually, as I mentioned, ties into everything else. You know, time does not become an essence. And so when you find that you are really into something, you get up early. I mean, I personally, myself, you know, I like to sleep in. I really do. I truly enjoy that on the weekend. Those are my days. But as a mommy, I live the mommypreneur life. As a mommy, you know, you got to get up. You got to get your kids ready. You got to make certain that they are prepared to go out for the next day. And so I get up early, making certain, hey, how you doing? Making certain that my babies have food to eat, that they're, you know, fully nutritionalized. So when they get to the school system, that hunger does not deplete them from learning. You know, and if you're not blessed to be able to do that, get something, take something with you so that you don't have to deplete your knowledge. Because if you're hungry, this is part of health as well. If you're hungry, it's going to be really, really hard for you to concentrate. It's going to be very hard for you to concentrate. So take care of your health as well. So they get up early, they go to bed late. They're constantly doing something. I stay in front of my computer. My computer is my best friend. And a lot of times in life, when you're passionate about, I agree with that. There is no reason for kids to starve. None. But when you're passionate about something, you're really passionate. You're passionate about that, what you're speaking of, sir, because of money. So you need to address that. You know, I see that you're very passionate about that, and that's good. That's an awareness. You need to make people aware of that. And so that's why I haven't blocked you yet, because you got some good comments on there, and that's good. You know, however, just to be putting it on there, that's kind of rude. That's not a good marketing scheme. If you want to make people aware of that, then you need to come up with your own platform. I don't know if you scope or not. I love you more. I don't know if you scope or not, but if you're very passionate about that, sir, ma'am, you may want to get your own scope. We need to quit our jobs. Oh, Lord, now you done went on another page. Now you done went on another page. So let me go ahead and continue here. They started off good, and that's what happens with live streaming. So if you've never live streamed before, just be mindful. Just be mindful that sometimes you get things in there. But, you know, occasionally, that's why I don't block people until I read what they're saying, because sometimes they can share really great information. Again, as I mentioned, it's rude to come into somebody's room and do that, but resources don't require money. You're right. There's so many valuable this is a resource that I'm providing with you. You're providing a resource as well by sharing information. And so if you are not streaming, get on your own stream, sir, and do that, because it sounds like you have some valuable information to share with people. And so just to go back to what I was saying in regards to your passion, when you're passionate about something, you know, you want to be able to share it with other people, because typically your passion is going to be something that can help other people when you're passionate about something, you know. But bottom line is your passion should be derived to help you not only help people, but to make you profit as well. I mean, I don't understand people that have a confusion with, you know, I hear a lot of times, all the time, when people say that, you know, money is the root of all evil and things of that nature. It's not money that's the root of all evil. It's what people, how they love the fact of money. See, money, we can't make it in life without it. There's nothing you can do. And I think this gentleman just said something, or ma'am, or whatever, stated something like that. There's nothing you can do without money. You can't feed your family. You can't pay your tithes. You can't pay your living expenses. You can't drive your car. There's nothing that you can do without money. Money is a resource. It is a tool, and it is a tool that is designed to not only help you, but it's designed to help others as well. And so when I'm speaking about passion and profit, and I'm sharing with people, hey, how you doing? When I'm sharing with people about going to a field that you're excited about, going to a field that can change lives, because when you're doing something 20, every day, 8 hours on a job, and you're not satisfied with it, and you're hateful to go there. When you get there, you got a bad attitude. You're not doing anything but hurting yourself. And I truly believe that whatever we are designed to, we will be drawn to it. And that's your passion. That's your passion. And you should be happy with it. Yes, you should be happy with whatever you're doing daily. Now, it may take you some steps to get there. And I never advise people to quit their job. In fact, I say keep your job and let your job be your investor. That is always my conversation, because if your job isn't your investor, you don't have to worry about startup costs. You don't have to worry about going to get a loan to start your business. Loans are not bad if you use them appropriately, but I think there are so many other tools that are out there, resources, as the young man stated, I Love You More, that stated that we could utilize the resources that are in the community to be able to help you start your business. And I know people that I've worked with that started with $0. Literally, they started with $0 and invested into their dream in their business. And what did they do? They created something. We all have access to something of creation. If you don't have internet service at home, you can go to the library. You can go to the library and get on the internet. There's no reason for people to make excuses anymore. And when people make excuses, sometimes I really have an issue with that, unless there's something detrimentally wrong with you. When you're making excuses and there's so many viable resources out there to help you, then it really boils down on you. You really need to do a self-analysis of yourself. And that self-analysis will help you realize that it may be you. It may be you, because the library is still free. I remember the card catalog, but now we have a computer where we can Google and Google provides so much information. But the thing is, once you get that information, most people stop there. They never use it. They stop right there getting the information. And then sometimes it can be confusing. And I definitely understand that, because you can teach yourself a lot of things, but then sometimes you need that extra hand in there as well. Thank you for the love. I greatly appreciate you. You need the extra hand in there in the well. And so people that are passionate about what they do, they don't mind asking for help. They don't mind digging deeper. They don't mind staying up all night until they find the answer to what it is they're looking for. They don't mind sharing their information. And I always state that there is no shortage of wealth. There's more people at the bottom than there are at the top. Yes. So many more people at the bottom than they are at the top. And there are tons of crabs in the barrel. There are tons. People always thinking that you're trying to steal something from them. There's no shortage of resources. There aren't. So if we work together, and I'm a collaborator, I've always been a collaborator my whole life. Even when I was a child, I was sharing my money that I was making because I wanted my friends to have the same things that I did. And so when you become a collaborator, and that's part of being passionate about what you do, because resources are there, that you're going to make your money. That. And you don't mind sharing those resources with other people. Now, I'm not saying do things for free all the time. But occasionally, like I do mentorship with young women, especially I work with single moms that are interested in getting out of the system. What is the system? The system of being on welfare. That is a system that a lot of people are geared towards. And so I'm passionate about getting out there, helping these people. And that's where my nonprofit comes into play. I never talk about my nonprofit on social media, but I'm actively involved in helping young women that are in the system, that have, one child, two, whatever it is, that think that there is no opportunity outside of what they've been placed in. Because sometimes people are placed there by no choice of their own. It could be one hiccup, one slip in the life of our lives that take us there. That can take us there. And so when you become that resource, when you become passionate about what you do, guess what? The profit will follow. The profit will follow. It never fails. When you are passionate about something, it's enjoyable, the profit will come. It may not be instantaneously, but it will come. Just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Because the moment that you give up, the moment that somebody else is going to pick up where you left off. Okay? And then you're going to be sitting back saying, I wish I would have. I wish I would have done that. And so why be a what if? Why be a what if or a wish? Make your dreams come true. Now is the time. We are in the last quarter of the year. The last quarter of the year. And when I'm speaking with people, I'm like, what have you done? Because this year has gone by so quick. What have you done from January 1 until today, September 6th? What have you done to change your life, to change that of others? And majority of the people are still doing the same thing they were doing January 1. You know, and I find myself being guilty of that at some point because I'm looking at some things that I'm working on. And I'm like, I haven't even progressed to that. You know, we get stuck in this procrastination mode because our passion is so good that we got to perfect it, that we can't produce it, that we get stuck. It happens all the time with the greatest of people, getting stuck where you are. So, but if you stay stuck where you are, then you will never know what could be. You never know what could be. And so I didn't mean to go on that tangent with there, but that had a lot to do with passion and making that passion your profit. I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you because that's part of what I do as a transition business strategist, life transition business strategist. I teach people how to take what they've learned over all the years that they've worked. Take all of that information that you have and produce with it, not just on your 9 to 5, but outside of there as well. You know, you can take what you learn and what you know and you can deliver it to someone else and you can make that extra stream of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams, and that's just the average millionaire, 7 streams of income. And so daily, you know, your passion, whatever you're passionate about, it should drive you to make those streams. And as I say all the time, a job is a stream, especially if you love it. If you don't, then maybe you want to get away from that. But use that as a resource of HR, as a resource to help you learn what you want to learn to get out there. And I've mentioned this several times. I'll take a job in a minute to learn something that I did not know before. I definitely will. Because I think learning is useless if you don't put it into action. People say all the time, knowledge is power. Yeah, it is, but it's powerless if you don't use it. It's powerless if you don't use it. And so my message to you today, figure out whatever you're passionate about. And when you're passionate about it, you don't have to second guess it. Others will second guess it. Others will second guess it. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Others will second guess your passion. Believe me, they tell me all the time. I'm sitting up here with 3 college degrees working on a PhD right now. And people always say, you can take that and put it in a job. You can take that and put it in a job. What I have found, sometimes you can be overqualified for a job. I said that. You can be overqualified for a job. So what are you supposed to do at that point? You utilize those skills that you've paid into your education, because that's what you did. You just bought your degree. I just bought my BA and my MBA and my MA. I just bought those things and buying this PhD. But what I'm going to do with it is utilize it to advance not only my life, but the lives of others. See, that's what education is. Education is not supposed to stay inside here. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to evolve and evolve others around you. And then in the evolution of evolving, what we see is change. Change. I spoke of that this morning. When we see change in our lives, things happen. When we bring change in our life, when we believe that change is going to take place, things happen. Yes, they do. Some other streams besides real estate, oh, there's tons. There's tons of different streams. When you're looking at streams of income, I always share with people that you have to recognize something that you enjoy. Because it doesn't, if it's a stream and you don't enjoy and you're not passionate about it, you're not going to pay attention to it. And so going to mess my scope up. That always happens. My phone does not allow me to cut off. But when you're passionate about something, those streams, real estate, you know, if I can say, you might not be interested in real estate. You know, you might not be interested in insurance. Those are some streams that I have. Multi-level marketing, that's another stream. Most people don't understand that industry, so they dismiss it. They dismiss it. But I tell you what, multi-level marketing has created more millionaires than any other business, especially females. And that was a business that I started too. I've been in multi-level marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, direct sales. It has many names. You love my voice. Thank you. I have a radio voice. I was on the radio. Yes, and people used to say that all the time. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you saying that. And so when you're looking at streams, find something that drives you to do it. You got to look at it with drive, because what may be a good stream for me may not be for you. I'm an author. I have 4 published books. That's another stream. You know, I'm a public speaker. I get paid to go speak to people. A lot of times I do it free, but then they call me back because they want to pay me to come and speak to them about different things. Because you see, I'm passionate. You know, you got to be passionate about what it is that you do. And I'm passionate about changing lives for the better, because we've lived a life of hardship for too long. I'm from the hood, born and raised, but that's not going to stop. That was my beginning. And see, if you look at it from that and you stop there, then you won't go any further. But you got to look at it, where are you going? And I can see myself like Oprah. You got to envision it. If you don't envision it, who do you expect else to envision it? You know, I tell people that all the time. I always envision myself speaking in front of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. It may sound stupid to most people. Like I said, everybody is not going to support your passion. It may sound stupid to most people. But I said, you know what? You don't know what I know. You don't know what I know, because I believe. That's the first thing you got to do when you're passionate about something. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Because majority of the time, your friends, your family, they are not going to believe in you. My husband still think I'm crazy. And he's run, you know, a $1 million business with me in real estate. He's run that business with me, and he still think I'm crazy, because when the market crashed, yes, he was like, you need to go get a job. And I did. I went and got a job, you know, but I still go back to the Bible. I'm like, look, you're supposed to be taking care of me. You're supposed to be taking care of me. He didn't have a problem with that. He just was used to that flow of income coming in. And then when it stopped, you know, it stopped. He was like, look, we missing a couple of thousand here. You got it. We're missing some thousands. You got to go find that. And it was slow. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that, because that will take away from my passion. That will take away from my passion. But then I found something that I was interested in, and that's when I went into insurance. And I'm like, I can do both. And I do. And I always share with my clients, find a complimentary service to your business, because if you find a complimentary service to your business, it flows very well. So when I sell a house, the next thing I offer them is some insurance. Do you need renter's insurance, or do you need mortgage insurance? Then I sell them some life insurance, because I'm like, look, if something happened to you, you don't want this house to go back to the lender. You don't want it to go to the county or the government, right? And so then we start putting things in place. And so when you get a complimentary service, you need car insurance. Yes, you do. Everybody does. It's against the law to be driving without car insurance. Yes. And so I am personally working on getting licensed in multiple states. I'm licensed for health in multiple states. I'm getting, life. So I'm getting licensed for other states as well. My goal is to be licensed in all 50 states. That's not cheap, because you have to pay for that. And so it's a transition. But again, that big goal, that vision that everybody else don't see, but you see. And I see it. So guess what? I can care less what everybody else sees. Even my husband, because he ain't going nowhere. You know, you're on this vision train with me. You know, you might give me some critique, and he does all the time, often gives me critique. And I appreciate that. Remember I shared with you earlier, people that are passionate about what they do, they accept constructive criticism. So when he tells me something, I listen. But I'm a Virgo. Sometimes it goes right out the ear. Yes, I listen, and I use it as a grain of salt. And I use it as a grain of salt. And I said, okay, well, he might be right. I might need to do this. So yes, but as you can see, like I said, so different streams of income. Thank you so much. It's not until the 13th, September 13th, but I accepted in advance. Great wisdom. Thank you so much. You needed that. Praise God. If you are not connected with me, that little Perry dude, I want to call him a Perry dude because he is fun. Okay. Connect with me there. I would love to be a part of your circle to see what you're doing. It's so important. See, one thing that I find, and I can't speak of everything. I can only speak about that. Your sister, she is awesome. She awesome. Virgos, we are some amazing creatures. and we are different. You know, I hear that all the time, that you're different, and I live my life as a different person. I don't want to be like nobody else. And no matter what sign you are, no matter what zodiac sign. Somebody asked me that the other day. They said, "What's your sign?" I said, "Dollars." They said, "What's your sign?" I said, "Dollars." I was being funny, but then I listened. I was like, "Hey, that's good. That's good, right? My sign is dollars, okay? You know, forget all that zodiac stuff." But then I truly am a Virgo. I truly am. Yes, dollars. Because you know what? Again, you can't do nothing in this world without them. Don't let nobody tell you, because I am not a religious person. I'm spiritual to the Most High. And I know that He's continued to bless me even when I didn't even deserve. Oh, don't let me start. Don't let me go there. When I did not deserve to be blessed, He blessed me anyhow. Anyhow. And so when people are down, when they tell me it ain't possible, the first thing I ask them, well, who is it that you serve? Who is it that you serve? You know, who is it that you serve? Because when you serve, you're going to be blessed. And it's not just God. When you serve people, you will be blessed. It says trifold. Yeah. When you serve, you are blessed. And so it may be shallow right now. Those dollars, as I mentioned, what's my sign? Dollar signs. It may be shallow right now. But as long as you believe in your heart, and you have it in your mind, and you got a vision that nobody else understands but you, keep pushing forward. It's going to come. I promise you it will. Yes, you know yourself. I totally agree with that. I know myself better than anybody, and God knows me better than anybody as well. Yes, He does. And He pushes me. I can tell you how many times as an entrepreneur, over 20 years, I've been an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. I've worked in corporate America. See, I had a job and a business on the side. Yes, I did, because why? I didn't trust my employer. I didn't trust them, because any day they can come in and say, bye-bye. And when they do that, most people are lost. They're lost because they're so dependent on that one resource. Remember I said millionaires, the people, the Bill Gates, the Oprahs, they do more than one thing. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, her birthday, she's a Virgo too. They do more than one thing. They don't just have one stream. And see, society has punished us, and we've fallen into suit with them to think that only one stream is going to enable you at a time of need. And at a time of need, you need something right away. And these programs and systems they have out there, they're just temporary. You know, and we have to stop blaming President Obama, the presidents, and all that stuff. We got to start taking self-accountability, because in the land of the free, I can't speak of anywhere else in America, in the land of the free, there is so much opportunity, streams of income. You could go out there, if you've never cut grass before, cut grass, that's a stream. You know, if real estate and insurance is not your business, you can go out there and write a book, as I mentioned. I'm going to be teaching a class on writing books very soon. I got it coming. I don't know what day it's on, but it's going to be a class, a live class, that I'm going to be teaching people how to put their story on paper. Because all of us got one. All of us have a story. Most of us are afraid to share it. But I tell you what, if you share your story, you don't know who you can influence, whose life you can change. And you'll change yours as well. Yes, you will. Yeah, you will. I'm confident in it. Yes, I know it. I know it to be true, because it's changed my life. It's changed my life. And so I'm going to be, my classes, as I mentioned, I'm working on a PhD. And so a lot of times I have classes in the evening. I'm working on my dissertation. So I meet with the group and we're trying to go over some stuff, because I'm trying to finish by December 2017. I'm on this track I'm on right now. It's scaring the heck out of me. Fear, that's real, okay? But I'm not going to let it attach itself to me. But sometimes fear attaches itself to us. So I'm trying to finish it. And I'm trying not to push this into 2018, because I didn't push this so many times. But I'm trying not to do that. But sometimes life gets in the way. And when life gets in the way, all you got to do is pat yourself on the back, get up, and keep on going. Don't make no excuses. None. So I started off talking about passion. Passion. What are you passionate about? That is my quest for you. What are you passionate about? Well, if you don't know, write down some things on a piece of paper that you like to do. You know, someone mentioned to me they like to party. Someone mentioned that to me today. They said, I like to party. And I said, well, if you like to party, maybe you need to create a party business, giving parties, because people will pay for that. Yeah, they do. People have parties all the time, especially entertainers all the time. So you have to do what you like to do. And if you like to do it, it won't be no problem. Getting up in the morning, it won't be no problem doing it on a regular basis because you become passionate about it. And then that passion turns into profit. Amen. My name is Nichelle Womack, and I am your life transition and business strategist. Yes, I am. I teach you how to take your passion, turn it into profit, and create your own and build your own enterprise. You deserve it. You deserve a legacy. Your family deserves a legacy. Yes, they do. I provide inspiration, information, and motivation because you need motivation in business. It's going to be some days you don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like doing it, even though you're passionate about it. But you got work, you got the kids, you got all this stuff going on in your life, and you just don't feel like it. That's normal. So I provide that motivation to help you start, market, and grow into the CEO. And people always ask me, why do you say grow into the CEO? Because it's not an overnight process. For some it is, especially if you're born into it. But if you've been in a system for a long time, that J-O-B, it's hard to get and become an entrepreneur, to just transition into it. It's hard. It's difficult. It's very difficult. And so I help you do that as well. If you'd like to learn more about what I do, you can go to toexcelwithnichelle.com. I'm also available on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. Hi, how you doing, Juan? At Nichelle Womack for daily inspiration, motivation, and you can learn a little bit about me as well. I give inspirational quotes, my family, all that stuff is on there that I share. And I'm on Snapchat too, doing something. I have no idea what I'm doing on Snapchat. None. Yes, try to, in the name of Jesus, yes. Whoa. Anyway. But yes, I'm on there and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm on, funny. I'm on there not knowing what the heck I'm doing at Diverse Connect. I think Diverse, something like that. Nichelle Womack, look me up on there. And then I'm on Twitter every day for inspiration and motivation. I love those vehicles. I love social media. It gives us the opportunity to connect with wonderful people, weird people, wonderful people, people with great ideas, people that just have a message to share. Yes, we do. I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Catch me in the morning where I will be showing your 5-minute power punch. Just 5 minutes. Sometimes I go over because I get a little excited. You're awesome too. Thank you so much. Your 5-minute power punch I'll be on between 8:30 and 9 a.m. And I give you that inspiration to help you throughout the day no matter what situation you're in. I want you to stay motivated. I want you to stay inspired. But the last thing, I need you to turn your passion that you have, that you're passionate about. Don't waste your life. So many people are in the cemetery today with a dream that never birthed. All right? Thank you. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your day. I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Be blessed and highly favored in everything that you do. And may everything you touch turn to gold. Love you. Talk to you later. Woohoo! Yeah, talk to y'all later. Thank you. Mwah. Bye-bye. It doesn't want to let me go. So to all my replay viewers, I love you more. To all my replay viewers, thank you for coming in and tapping that screen. I greatly appreciate you. To all those that shared, I greatly appreciate you as well. Again, talk to you later. Bye-bye.